as we talk about this. What I was about to say was I truly believe January is going to be a huge month. People are already starting to think about the new year. Everybody feels bloated from Thanksgiving right now. My challenge groups that I have going on Saturday, I said, make sure you take your stats today. You probably backslid, and you need to be a grown-up and see how bad so we can get focused this week, I gained like 5 pounds, and I wasn't even crazy. It's just, not drinking water, eating salt, drinking some wine. And, so this week I'm super focused. It's Tuesday. I'm already back down 4. And it's just working out, drinking your water, I'm getting my 100 ounces in, not eating after 7, having my herbal tea instead, that sort of stuff, the stuff we know how to do. And again, just as coaches, we got to get our people focused too, because everybody, I think Autumn Calabrese probably feels bloated this week, So that's one thing. But the other thing is they are thinking about people have been watching your posts and have been kind of interested. Some people have even inquired. You guys have sent them information and they haven't bought. There's tons of people like that. And I really think a lot of them are going to be ready to do something in the new year because that's when people do it. You know what I mean? So it'll be our chance to really help them get into a group.
We did, a Thanksgiving night, on Tuesday night, we did a pie party, a celebration party at our house. And I woke up Wednesday sick as a dog. And Paul said to me, did you drink that much last night? I said, no, but I ate cheese. I ate crackers. I ate dip. It's amazing. My body was like, what did you do to me? So I was good on Thanksgiving because I was still reminiscing from that Tuesday night. Look, not good.
Well, and so, yeah, I mean, it's absolutely true. So
it needs to be the norm.
So the only thing I want to tell you guys, the last thought on the January groups is this. January groups are sold in December.
Yes.
So, Erica, I know you started a group on Monday with the girls, and that's going great, and it'll be real easy to get wrapped up in that group. Just remember that we've got to promote right now for the January groups. And so reach back out to all those people who've been interested in the past, who have commented on your posts that weren't ready, and just say, hey, I know it's a month away, but we're planning to do a big push in January, get back and fit. A lot of people are setting goals. If that's one of your goals, would you like to get involved? Because I really think that you guys will see some really good progress for January. What do you think?
Absolutely. Did you listen to the wake-up call?
I haven't heard it yet.
I haven't either. I was tied up and I couldn't listen to it yesterday, so I'm anxious to do that today.
I usually get it a couple days later.
I listened to it.
How was it?
It was good. It was mostly just about Insanity Max 30, and he went through it, so just explaining about the program.
Well, I might be crying next week because it should arrive at the end of this week.
Well, I'll tell you, Lisa and I did one of the workouts. I think it was Max Cardio. We did it at the Super Saturday. You did it too, Michelle, didn't you?
No, we did a mixed thing of stuff. We didn't do that one, though.
So, and I have to tell you, I mean, it's kind of like Insanity mixed with T25. It's more like Insanity, if you guys have ever done Insanity workouts. But Lisa and I got through the whole 30 minutes. We didn't quit.
Nice. Did you want to?
We started getting sore within 40 minutes. Usually it's like the next morning you're sore. We started getting sore within about 40 minutes. And what I can tell you is those workouts are going to be hard. We were thinking that they were going to need ambulances in that room because people pushed themselves that weren't at a level of fitness. We had just come off of finishing Gamma, so we felt like, well, let's just go for it. We're Shanti. We're like Shanti people. And it kicked our butts, I have to say. I mean, there were a couple of moments where, when they transition to exercise, I kind of stall for a few breaths. That's my tactic. I just slow down like, oh, we're going to do burpees now? Okay, let me get down there for that first burpee and catch my breath. Well, at least it's just like, jamming. But yeah, that was definitely hard. It's going to be a really hard one. I definitely think so. And so my caution to you guys, and Erica, you listen to Shanti, is I'm not going to, for me, I want people that are like gone through T25 that love Shanti to do that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I don't think it's for me. I'm waiting for the 21-day fix extreme in February. I think that's more. I don't know about the Insanity Max 30. I think it's great with Shanti, but it's not. I don't think it's my workout.
Yeah. Well, I know that with T25, I love T25, and you guys know that it's been our little workhorse in our business, running T25 group every single month. I feel like everyone can do T25 if they follow the modifier, but I will tell you this, is I have had people go through T25 and be really intimidated by it. One of the things that I'm learning is that even though they can do the modifier, a lot of people feel like a failure when they do that. Mm-hmm. So part of the process that I'm kind of learning this as we go is coaching people through that. Like, hey, it's totally normal to do the modifier. That's where you need to be starting. You're going to build the strength. But that's kind of catching me by surprise too, as people are quitting because they feel like they're failing. So P90 has been a godsend for some of those people that have said, well, maybe I can do this one, type thing. But so I think Insanity Max 30 for sure. I think a lot of people, are going to drop off of that one. So what I really want to do is get my Gamma graduates to do it. You know what I mean? Or Insanity graduates.
I have a lot of people on my Facebook that are gym rats and CrossFit rats that I think that's where that's going to fit in, is with them.
Yeah.
More than more than someone who's a casual.
Yeah. Well, CrossFit rats, probably, they need the cardio. Sometimes they're going to get their butt kicked. But yeah, CrossFit's nutty. So.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have somebody in one of my groups that she dropped out of T25, and then I saw her posting that she was going to a CrossFit barracks for a workout. Okay. And I said, that's interesting. Let's see how she does. And then she messaged me literally 90 minutes later and said, yeah, so I just did my first CrossFit workout. I'm ready to get back into the T25 group.
Yeah.
She was not. So, okay, so yeah. So how are things going for you guys? What can I do for you? How can I support you best?
I just think I'm just getting back into the swing of things with everything going on, personally. And, we're just dealing with that, which it is what it is. I don't think there's long left to deal with it. And it's just a matter of doing it. Robert Kemp posted something the other day. What are your 3 things that, out of the 3 vitals, what do you do and what should you, rate them on the big group? And it's interesting because I do my workouts. I, do my personal development. It's the invite. I just have to put it into my schedule and just make sure, okay, this time to this time I'm following up. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Because I might go through a day where I might invite 10 and then I might not do anything for 5 days. So it's the consistency is all I know that I have to hit.
Yeah. Okay, good. What about you, Erica?
I think I just need to focus on, I think I'm doing really well with my challenge groups, and I think it's just focusing on finding new coaches, and I'm doing a coaching event probably this week, I think. Now that I went through the 21-day fix and people got excited about that, I'm going to do a coaching group.
Cool. Awesome. That brings me back to my next question, which is, are we ready to get the Emerald to Diamond group going again? I know not everybody's here, but
I think so. I think it needs to, I don't know. I mean, I just need to focus on it and be fine.
Yeah. And one of the things that I totally messed up on that group is exactly what Erica's working on, which is the coaching event. Mm-hmm. Because I got to that stage in the facilitator's guide where it was like, okay, host your coaching event. And I was like, wait a second, did I miss the training on this? And so I haven't really found all the resources yet from Beachbody on how to do that because I haven't been exposed to one of those. But did you find any of that, Erica, or are you just kind of doing your own thing?
I did find a little bit, and I'm also, I've looked at other coaches, what they've done, and so I'm just going to kind of wing it, I think.
Okay, well.
What if you went to the facilitator's guide of Coach Basics? That's where I think it's going to be in.
You think it's in Coach Basics?
I think it's in Coach Basics, and it would be if you're because there's the two separate ones. There's like to go through Coach Basics or as a facilitator for Coach Basics. I bet it's in there.
Yeah, I feel like it might be in Coach Basics because, I mean, Coach Basics is to get you to Emerald, so I think you might have to do like a coaching event to get to Emerald.
I'll definitely take a look.
I don't remember from Coach Basics, but
I posted it in the I'm in a Diamonds group, and you know, somebody was like, "It's in your Coach Online office." I was like, "Great." That's like telling me it's in Egypt. To keep digging around, you just got to dig around in there. You know, I told you guys I sent an email to Beachbody offering to review their website, right?
Yeah. It needs a little help.
Yeah, well, that's the problem is when you just layer on value, it gets overwhelming after a while, and you have to take it all apart and re-look at it. Okay.
I've been picking up some great things through the Beachbody 411 on Facebook, and that you know, there's some really neat things in there that I've been, you know, grabbing out of from different people, which I think is huge. And it's also some questions are asked. Some of them I'm like, oh, really? You don't know that? And then others I'm like, ooh, where would you find that? So it's, you know, it's kind of a nice little guide, I think.
Well, another thing I have to tell you guys is the Shakeology business is really good. I mean, I was telling Lisa that you know, we've been doing this several months now, and, you know, the goal is Success Club 10 every month, you know, so that's 5 people, helping 5 people a month. And when you really focus on that, you plan on having a challenge group every month, and you plan on plugging, you know, my goal is actually 7, plug 7 people in challenge group every month. Sometimes I do better, sometimes I don't. But over time, it'll be a Wednesday, and you'll have, you know, you'll get 11 Shakeology reorders that day. And it's kind of mind-blowing how it grows. It's like selling insurance, I guess. So, you know, the thing is that a lot of us are, you know, I know I'm focused on, hey, we want to build a coaching team. We want to get this thing going. And that part seems to kind of take a while to build momentum sometimes. But just know that as you're helping people get healthy and building those customer bases, that creates a residual income too that's really good. And it builds and builds and builds and gets real consistent, which is great, especially if you guys are reaching out to people and making sure that they know that they can do things like change their flavor. I created a Camtasia video on how to change your flavor. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I think I posted it it's on my YouTube page. That you can share with people, make sure that they know how to make their shake, share recipes with them. I know, Eric, I know you do a really good job with that. And I posted in our group today the holiday recipe calendar from Beachbody for Shakeology, which is kind of fun. So definitely want to keep people engaged with the Shakeology because not only is it an awesome product for them, but it's really good income for us.
I left my Shakeology on purpose out during my client party on top of my microwave. And I had 3 different people ask me about it. And my husband was like, honey, you got the whole kitchen cleaned up, but you got your Shakeology shakers and your Shakeology out. I said, on purpose.
Yeah.
It's out there on purpose. So we'll see. Hopefully that will lead to some orders. And there's an awesome, I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but within the back office, I found it, and I just shared it with Robert Kemp too. There's a great Shakeology trifold that you can print out on PDF. It's awesome. And so I had that just hanging out too at the house.
There's a lot of Shakeology videos that they produced on the website, which are really good. The one that I like the best is it's the one that starts out with like, you know, how are you gonna eat all these vegetables? And it's a pretty long one, but people almost everybody that has watched that video has ordered Shakeology. So, you know, once they're interested in information, I send them that video. I'll post the link in our group so you know which one I'm talking about. There's a lot of really good ones now, and that's just the one I like. Lisa loves the one with Tony Horton ringing up the lady at the door.
I like that one too.
But I just think that it's, you know, I get the question a lot because in our circle, especially the people that have been touched by Brian Buffini, it's like, hey, well, I mean, shouldn't I just be doing green smoothies? Can I just blend up some fresh vegetables? Isn't that better? Or just eating my raw food, isn't that better than something processed? And so it's a matter for me of educating them on what ingredients are in it, how incredibly rare they are and hard to get. How basically impossible it is for you to source them on your own at that quality, and how expensive it would be to do that. So they understand really the value that's in the bag, you know. I've even had people say, okay, great, I'll get the challenge pack and then I'll figure out how to make the shake on my own next month. And it's like, okay, let's talk about how that's not going to really be possible for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's important to kind of have those conversations, because otherwise I think people just kind of evaporate. You know, if they get the challenge pack, they do it for 30, they're like, okay, I'm in for 30 days and I'm going to cancel it type thing or whatever. The other thing is, did you guys know that you can pause your Shakeology for 30 or 60 days?
But if you do that, then you don't have your personal volume.
No, I'm saying that if you have somebody who wants to cancel because they went on vacation and now they have 2 bags.
Oh, okay.
Which is what happens.
You can also change your frequency. You can also change your frequency. So instead of putting it on hold, you can just have it every 2 months or every 3 months.
Really? I didn't know that. That's excellent.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of the. My mom wanted to change hers to every 3 months, and they did it for her.
Cool. That's good to know, because in a lot of our homes, you know, you might be a 2.5 bag a month home, right? So
Yeah.
That's what we are. We're a 2.5 bag a month home. So that would be perfect if I could put my 3rd home direct on every other month. Then I would have the right amount all the time, right? I wouldn't have to buy as much.
I was seeing some things on the Facebook page about people complaining that they weren't getting 30 days out of the big bags. And it was interesting because there was something that came out from corporate. It was like, it all depends on how you do your scoop. If you're jam packing it, they're sold by weight. But if you're jam packing it in your scoop, you're actually getting more than a serving.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're 3 bag serving. I mean, all 3 of us do it.
I've never had it not last a month.
I've had a couple where I think it might not have, because, you know, based on the 3 of us, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends.
Well, the other thing that's weird is, have you guys ever done vanilla?
Yes.
The vanilla scoop is about 2/3 smaller than the chocolate scoop.
Oh, I only have vanilla in the packets because I do a sample pack.
It's a smaller scoop, which freaks me out every time I get it.
I am doing E&E, though.
I don't know if it's smaller. I think it might be wider.
Oh, well, I'll have to test them.
Small, I think it's wider.
That is strange, though. Okay, last question I have for you guys is, have you been getting customers from Beachbody?
I hadn't gotten one in a while, but I just got one either yesterday or today. I just responded to, probably last night I got one.
Okay. How about you, Erica?
Customers meaning leads, or the customer leads that they don't buy anything?
Well, they're both, right? Sometimes they just sign up for a free player membership, and sometimes they buy something.
Yeah, I've gotten both last month.
Have you guys been able to?
I got one lead. Yeah, one person responded to me. It was just a free coach thing, and he's doing Body Beast and not Shakeology. Yeah, but
I've not had anybody respond, and I changed it up. This new one I got, I sent a video. So I'll let you know if that changes it at all.
Yeah. Well, Body Beast is a good program for him, Erica, because they have to order supplements for that. So definitely stay in touch with him. I will tell you guys that I've told you in the past that a lot of people don't respond, but recently I have had people that have been curious, or they've had questions. So it definitely reached out. You know, I had one last night. I emailed him 2 weeks ago, my introduction email, welcome to the team type thing, no response. And then last night he had a question, you know, his mom wanted to know if she could have 2 Shakeologies a day. So we started having a conversation. I had a random girl that didn't respond for a few weeks, and then she connected with me, and she's doing Insanity, and I'm coaching her through Insanity, and she's doing great, you know. And then she ended up getting Shakeology. She said, what do I need to do to be successful? And I told her she needed to get Shakeology. And she got Shakeology Home Direct. And then she came back and said that the workouts were really hard to get through. And so I told her that I do E&E and rest and recovery. And so she ordered those 2. So you just never know who's going to be a great customer. But what you do know is that, again, if you can connect with them and they get great results, then they're also a referral source for you. And you get a whole new pocket for your business. You know, you just never know. Like in Tucson, Arizona now, I've got 8 customers in Tucson, Arizona. It's random, right? Started with Mary Beertaler, and then now Trisha Hooper, and then Trisha Hooper is this title area manager. So now all her title reps are doing one program or another with me, and it just happens that way, right? And the same thing happened in Santa Rosa with Shasha.
Oh yeah.
Shasha's referred people to me, and I've got a bunch of people in Santa. So you get these little pockets. What's really cool is, like, it's not just people in New Hampshire, it's not just people in Connecticut. You guys will get a random pocket of people from one of these customers that'll grow into a whole leg of your business, you know, in Oklahoma or somewhere, which is kind of.
Are you reaching out to them through the Beachbody email or through a separate email?
You know, I actually use my own.
I did both.
You do both?
I did both. I think you're supposed to do the Beachbody one because I got like one of those, I don't know,
I
like
did too.
sample ones, like a test one. I think you're supposed to do it through Beachbody email. I got more response when I did the Beachbody one. But just because I don't know if it goes to like their junk mail or.
Right.
I did both.
And they're going to recognize the Beachbody ending of the email.
I am.
As a positive.
Yeah. I like, the only reason that I migrated away from Beachbody, started using Gmail, is that I find the email tool on the Beachbody website gets stuck a lot, and I'm very, very impatient.
No,
And
really?
Sometimes it'll spin for like 30, 40 seconds before it sends an email. And so I just gave up on it. But I did in the beginning, and I got the test email, and they said, you graduated, and we'll send you more leads, which is good. But I also use Gmail because I have a canned response email, so it's very easy for me to drop that email into my Gmail, and then I have a canned response. The other thing is I like to get that response immediately into my email box rather than waiting for it to forward over from Beachbody. So it's really up to you guys. It doesn't hurt to do both ways.
Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe doing it through the Beachbody, but copying my personal. Not quite sure. I'll take that a little bit.
Try that, yeah. Okay, great. Well, guys, just
Erica, are you going to Super Saturday in January? Do you have one locally?
No, I'm not sure. Just because the weekend, that's my mom's birthday weekend, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't decided yet.
I'm doing one in Boston, so what's that? A couple hours from you, though, right? Still.
Yeah, it's like 3.5 hours.
I should have just came by. I was in Connecticut this weekend gambling. Went to the casino.
At Mohegan?
I was at Mohegan with my son.
That's fine. Yeah, that's about an hour for me.
Okay. It's all good.
See, that's where you guys could meet. They should have a Super Saturday there.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Yeah, well, they have Sean T coming in April.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
He's coming to.
Is it Foxwoods? No.
To Connecticut, yeah.
Cool.
He's going.
Does he live in New York?
I thought he lived in Arizona.
Yeah, he lives in Arizona.
Okay. I know he has a house in Hawaii, in Honolulu. Or a condo, because he lives next door to one of our Buffini members.
Oh, that's funny.
Catherine Payne Francois. Catherine Ann Payne Francois. And she told me at Mastermind, she's like, so it's so funny, I see you posting on Sean T, and it's like he lives on my street, or at least part of the year.
That's bizarre.
So, anyway, she said he's very nice. I told her she needs to do T25 and impress him, so we'll see how we do. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, you know, just keep after it. Keep after it. 1 hour in the water. I know life happens. It's a busy time of the year. But what we do does make a difference. And we did the math the other day. Between all the people that have been in our challenge groups and stuff, it's close to 2,000 pounds lost. So
Wow.
I'd like to say that we've helped people lose a ton. But that's pretty exciting. That's a big difference, life-changing for a lot of people. So, and I'm excited to say that some of my reluctant family members are getting on board. Both of Lisa's parents are doing Shakeology and T25. My brother-in-law Morty lost 40 pounds doing T25. He looks amazing. He's 53 years old, and he's back to his 18-year-old body. My brother Russ is now doing T25, and my brother Tom, we're real close to getting him involved. And my mom, when she saw all of us at Thanksgiving, was like, what are you guys doing, and how do I get these shakes? So
that's awesome.
it's exciting to see people that you really care about also benefiting from it. So don't lose sight, you guys, of the good that you're doing, and that it's not even about building the business as much as really helping people to plug into that energy and that life that's there waiting for them. So on that note, have a fantastic week. I appreciate you guys, and we'll talk soon.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.